I'm documenting the journey to build a one-man coaching business to a €250,000 run rate in 2025 without relying on paid ads, staff, and working every hour of the day. Each week, I'll document the strategies, actions, wins, losses, and learnings for my own accountability, and so you can implement them for yourself if you want to build or scale a one-person coaching business. Make sure to hit subscribe and follow the journey. As I promise, it's going to be real and I won't hold anything back. Okay, so Monday morning, it is the start of week 2 of the road to 250k run rate, and it's a beautiful sunny day. It's a little bit cold, but otherwise good. Week 1 was successful on the checklist. I actually ticked off almost everything, minus 2 things. I think 14 of 16 things were ticked off. So daily habits and non-negotiables are happening, and we're in a good spot. So we'll keep you updated and see you soon. One of the best things about having freedom is freedom to choose your schedule and freedom to take a nice morning walk, have some coffee, get some sunlight, delay work by a couple of hours, and just enjoy your life. January 7th, Tuesday morning, have my coffee, out for a little morning stroll. Sofia is such a beautiful city. Like, it's cold, see there's a little bit of snow and stuff here, but it's sunny and it's bright and it's fresh and there's not that much rain. Today's a good day. We are not even 7 days in, by the way. For the sake of looking at it through the lens of work, I didn't really work properly on the first because I travelled from Spain back to Sofia. So I really worked 5 days in 2025, and so far I'm happy to say we're on track. The weekly goal that I needed to hit the annual goal was hit this week. We actually are slightly outperforming what needs to be done, which is great. Now, of course, not every week will be like that, so it's early days and we won't get overly excited. But we had Robbie join the community last week, we had Antoine join the community last night, and I have one referral who I need to have a conversation with from one of my longest serving and best performing clients. It's one of my clients who went fully online this year and did 70,000 Australian dollars in year 1, which is wild. And so a referral from him is obviously going to be a good fit person, no doubt, and somebody who is definitely worth spending some time with. I have a one-to-one call with my client Hugh in about 20 minutes time, and before that I'm actually going to climb on the roof. We stole the rooftop. We bought a ladder and ran it up to the roof, and I'm going to meditate. I'm going to do some Wim Hof inspired meditation because it is like 0 degrees in Sofia right now. It's just nice to be outside. Look at this. It's so beautiful. And we have one more level. Oh, it's cold here. Look at this. Cold and slippy, I imagine. It's going to be a cold 10 minutes because my jacket is going to become my seat. Meditation has been one of the daily habits that has really helped me to focus and become self-aware, and it's helped me in my personal life and it's really helped me in my business, and it's something that I think you should definitely try. Here's the thoughts that came to me while I was meditating. I enjoy my work, and every hour that I work counts towards my future, counts towards the future of my family, counts towards the future of my clients. And by the way, every piece of content I produce, every video I create, every story I post, everything I share has the possibility to also build towards your future. If you take it on board and you action it, and if you use it as something that fuels you and inspires you versus making you insecure. And a lot of people, when they see others having success, they feel 2 ways. They feel inspired, and they see that as something positive and something that they can go and replicate, and it helps them to make big changes in their life, and it helps them to set bigger goals. Or they become insecure, number 2, and that is most people, where they see it as a threat. They don't want to believe it's true because it threatens their own ego, because they couldn't achieve it, or they don't have the self-belief to achieve it. And these are the people who are the naysayers, the people who say, no, it couldn't be possible. No, he can't do that, or she can't do that, or that's not possible, or just puts people down. And the world is full of that. I don't care, by the way, be whatever one you want. But if you want to succeed, you have to be someone who is inspired from others, not insecure. And if you're inspired by others, when you see them having success, you will ask, how can I replicate that in my own life? I'm just sitting down to take a one-to-one call with my client Hugh, who's a strength and conditioning coach based in Brisbane, and he's been absolutely killing it. So really excited to catch up with him and see what's been happening over the last couple of weeks. We're selling being a better athlete, being more athletic, being stronger, being more mentally disciplined, being more mentally stable, all of these things that you can provide. We can sell that through the High Rocks. Like the High Rocks is what you're doing currently, and all the lessons and the wins and the learnings that you can share will feed back into the service that you deliver. So I think that's really, really good. It's really powerful, and people are interested to follow you, the individual, not just your program. So this morning, I just found out that someone...
Look at this dog!
Look at this dog. Look at this dog. Hello. With a ball. Someone didn't watch my YouTube video. I can't believe it.
I saw that I did, but I watched only the raw version in editing process.
She saw like 60% of it before it was even published. But anyway, I have over 100 views on that video, which for some of you YouTube pros, you'll laugh at me. But for me, I only have 34 subscribers now. So I'm actually really happy with that. And I got a ton of good feedback about last week's YouTube. And so now you're watching this week's YouTube. And I'm excited. So make sure and hit the subscribe button. I'm going to just throw this in here so you don't miss future episodes.
And little bell.
And little bell. There should be a little bell somewhere. Where will the little bell be? Ah, yes. Oh yeah, subscribe and turn on notifications. See, I'm getting better at this shit already. See you soon. Yes. It looks great. I love it. We've just stopped off in the Hyatt for a quick catwalk. One thing I want to show you guys is just this newsfeed eradicator. This is Instagram. I have it on all of my other socials. So if I go to Facebook as well and put on the main Facebook page, I think it's going to go to Facebook Marketplace. Not sure why it always goes there. But this newsfeed is blocked. And any social platform I go to, the newsfeed is blocked. So that's just a handy tool. I think it's called Newsfeed Eradicator. I think it's free, or maybe it was $20 for the year or something. But today, one of the things that I'm doing is just doing my daily outreach. And I hate the thought of having to do hundreds of cold DMs. And I don't do cold DMs to strangers or anything like that. But one thing I'm a big fan of is using your existing social circle and your existing network to bring in clients, because the reality is that most of us are already connected to enough people, and it's not that we need a bigger audience or more reach. We just need to have better systems of getting in front of the right people. And with the social circle selling system, which is what we use within the mentorship, it's very easy to actually get in front of the right people if you know how to phrase the messages and basically have people who are friends of yours making referrals. They don't even have to be people who are a good fit. So definitely lean into having conversations with your existing network, and that will really, really help to get new clients into your world. And a non-negotiable rule of working with me is you have to consume at least 500 milligrams of caffeine and be a complete caffeine addict. And my normal cadence for messaging is I'll have 5 new conversations with potential leads, with new followers, or with people who I just know are interested or are a good fit for my service. And I'll have 5 conversations with just people who are friends or acquaintances or colleagues, or people who may not necessarily be in the coaching space, but who might have a friend, a brother, a sister, a cousin. And it's very natural. All of this can happen in your day-to-day life as well. It doesn't have to just be when you're, essentially online or on the computer. And one of my clients, Owen, actually built his whole way up to 40 clients. And I think in the entire year of 2024, he did maybe 20 or 30 social media posts, maybe not even that. And pretty much 80% of his client base came from using the social circle selling system and having conversations within his network.
I want to do yours as well.
Go get it.
Yeah.
So it is Friday evening and it's been a pretty hectic week. I totally forgot to shoot some content from today, but had a pretty big day and turned this apartment into a podcast studio. It's quite a big apartment, so what we actually did, and you'll see it in the next clip. We moved the TV over into that corner there. Then we put this armchair here. We put the white armchair there. We set up in front of the fireplace with this table. Got this nice photograph of Ksenia and I's eyes and my eyes. Well, Ksenia and my eyes, which we got done. She was doing a collaboration with some company who do cool eye photos. And then we got all this gear set up. We have this big white light. And basically turned the room into a podcast studio. So I'll drop some clips of that, and had my friend Plamen come over and visit, and we just did like a Q&A style podcast, which was pretty interesting, but it was pretty hectic all day. I will also show you the view. Look at this view from my apartment. It's the rooftop apartment. There's like 3 rooms and another rooftop off this as well. But it's beautiful. Look at this. We have the cathedral. We have this big building. I actually skirted up a crane that was building that building. Some of you guys might have seen that on socials. Look at this view in the clouds though. Wow. And then there's this big tower. Don't really know what it is. Telephone tower. So yeah. Oh, and there's some tea waiting for me. Tea and Sopranos. Nice way to wrap up the week. It is Saturday. Ksenia has an exam. It's snowing. I'm going to go and do a little bit of work while she does her exam online. I'm actually encouraging her to take as long as possible on the exam so I can work for longer. She's like, I'm going to do it in 30 minutes. I don't want that shit. 2 hours! I need to work. Look at this beautiful weather. It's been a good week so far. It might be a bit snowy here. It's been a good week so far. Lots of interesting things happened. I'll keep you updated. We're just going to the gym to train legs. It's a beautiful snowy day here in Bulgaria. One of the non-negotiables in the calendar for me is to work out or exercise 6 days a week. Now that might sound a little bit over the top, but some days it is just 10 minutes of burpees. Last night I did 50 pull-ups while I was watching a little bit of TV to wind down in the evening. And every week it's pretty much 5 days a week in the gym. That's one of the non-negotiables just for how I feel, and it's a value of mine and something that I don't want to sacrifice my health or my physique for my business, and I'll never do that. Tell me what I'm looking at. Is this the lens, yeah?
Yes.
Okay, so just here in the gym, it's Saturday afternoon. I want to share with you how I would spend 10 hours a week building a coaching business if I didn't know where to start. One of the things I did this week was I did out a structure of daily non-negotiables, which I call the daily momentum method for my clients. And it's basically to systemize your time. So if you have 10 hours, 15 hours, 20 hours, 30 hours, 40 hours, 50 hours, how to spend that to build a business from scratch. If you're at the 10-hour mark, you should be spending 5 hours of that on investing in yourself or upskilling yourself and actually business building tasks, and then the other 5 hours, which would be split up over say 5 days a week, of 60 minutes per day doing day-to-day tasks. So engaging new followers and new potential clients through social media, having conversations with people within your network who can make referrals for you, managing your own clients, your own communities, WhatsApp groups, whatever you have there, creating content and getting in front of new people. I just found out, thanks to the girls, there's an extra floor in my gym that I knew nothing about, and I've been here for the last month. In the last video I was telling you what to do with 10 hours a week. If you got 15 hours a week or 20 hours a week, I would do the same thing, but I would add in a live collaboration with someone who's got a bigger audience, and I would also probably double down on all the other daily non-negotiables. Whatever content you're producing as well, I'd look at actually producing a little bit more, and I potentially look at another platform or channel. So potentially you're doing Instagram. If you're on 10 hours a week, you're just doing Instagram. But if you have a little bit more time, you might actually expand to doing one long form YouTube or one email, like a weekly newsletter, and just building out a secondary stream of potential clients, potential leads, and having another platform. I will update you a little bit more, but that's it for now. I'm going to go and get some food and catch up with you soon. So that's week 2 all wrapped up. I didn't actually hit the targets I needed to in week 2. However, week 1 was successful, and that means overall I'm still in a good spot. But week 3 needs to be a good week. Make sure to come back next week, hit the subscribe button and see how week 3 went.